And welcome back. Oh, we're having a whole lot of fun. Hope you are too. Our next guest is a Chattanooga-based author and U.S. Army Reserve captain, and he's here with us to share insights from his book, Belly on the Water, and provide tips on how parents can help their kids navigate the challenges around mental health. And we're going to be talking about it, and he's here right now, DeAngelo Jelks. Welcome, DeAngelo.
Hey, Dr. Bob. How's it going, sir?
Good, good. So you've been working on this for some time. Tell us about it. Tell us all about it.
Am I frozen on your end or no? There we go. I can see you. Yeah. Uh-oh. Am I frozen on your end?
You're frozen on your end.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Todd. Yeah. So Belly on the Water is a book that I came up with as a way to help kids learn to be confident, be able to communicate their emotions, process their emotions, and be resilient. To be able to stand, even though they're children, be able to stand on their own when it comes to, dealing with emotions that sometimes they may not even understand.
Yeah.
So I was thinking to myself how if I had those skills when I was a child, how much further along I would be. And so as I sat down to write, and it came up with this idea for an African folktale, I came up with Belly on the Water. And so I'm excited about it, and many people have read it and found it very beneficial and a great read. And so, I'm happy to be able to share it with you.
Yeah. DeAngelo, did your background in the military help you with this project somehow, some way?
No. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. When I was in college, my original undergraduate idea was to study science. And then I read a book that said study what you love. And then I started college in 1999, and then I got pulled out right after September 11th to be mobilized for 24 months. And then I came back to college. And when I came back to college, I no longer wanted to study earth sciences, but I got my undergraduate degree is in child and family development, because I saw so many homes be disrupted and be broken up while I was gone, that it made me more curious about family dynamics and learning, about child development and mental health and marriage and family and things of that nature. And I'm currently working on my master's in clinical mental health counseling.
All right.
And and so, I do a lot of work with youth, mentoring in schools and things of that nature, running camps, etc. And so I've led groups that teach life skills, dealing with juvenile first offenders. So this is just kind of something that's a passion of mine, not necessarily separate from the military, but they work hand in hand to create the three-dimensional picture of who I am and how I can give something back to the world. So.
Yeah, no, I get it. So how did you come up with the name Belly on the Water?
So there's a line in the book, and I almost I don't want to spoil it, but there's a line in the book where the raven gets so low that he touches his belly on the water, and that represents like sea level being, I guess kind of the lowest that you can be if you're, a land animal or an air animal. That's kind of the bottom. And so he scrapes
you
his
hit rock
belly
bottom.
on the water. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So.
And then bring us up from there.
Man, and so, but I don't want to tell the story. Okay, so, man, you're going to make me give it all away, Dr.
Don't
Bob.
give it all away. Just touch us to make us want to go buy the book so we can turn the pages.
Yeah. All right. But it's kind of like with folklore, it explains some natural element.
Right.
And so my book tells the story of something that's naturally occurring, but it gives kind of a fantastical definition of how it came about. Similarly to how Native Americans, say that the earth is on the back of a turtle shell and things of that nature. So this explains, I guess, where the stars come from.
So
How about that?
this book goes kind of deep, huh? You,
I
you,
think so.
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Nothing wrong with it.
It approaches, yeah, it approaches, but the goal
Uh-huh.
is to make having the conversations easy,
Yeah.
because but if sometimes it's difficult for a child to process whatever's happening in their life, and it's difficult for an adult to explain, or to get a child to be able to communicate whatever they're dealing with. And so Belly on the Water, the whole purpose of it is to make the transition into that tough conversation easy.
And what can readers expect to get out of the book? What can they go away with?
So the book is entertaining, and it gives some strategies that I think someone can use for the rest of their life. I
Yes.
think even adults can benefit from the book. They'll learn some resilience and learn to recognize what happens inside of themselves when they're triggered. Triggered means something that really gets under their skin, right? Like there may be something that you don't like. Let's say a person, when you're talking, somebody cuts you off, and that really gets you upset, right?
Yeah.
And then in a conversation, they keep doing it. Well, after reading Belly on the Water, you'll be able to know, okay, this is one of those things that gets me upset. And
Yeah.
then you'll be able to identify within yourself how you can tell that you're starting to get upset. And so you become conscious of what's happening inside of yourself, and be able to back yourself down. And so hopefully we can teach these types of skills to kids when they're still in elementary, middle school. We can, clog that school to prison pipeline as well.
Yeah, yeah. Ken Webb came up with a concept. He's one of the early morning men on WBLS way back. There was a group of us talking. Everybody was kind of talking over everybody. So Ken Webb said, "You know what? Let me just start." And he didn't come out and say it, but what he did was end it like that. He says, "Yeah, and so I would." He did his part of the conversation, and then he said, "Over." Like he was on a CB radio or something like that.
Yeah, like he's on the radio.
Indicating,
Yeah,
okay, I'm done. Now you can talk.
yeah. I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Good deal.
So have stuff like that.
Yeah. So I'm excited to be here on the show, and I'm continuing with my military career, and my master's program. Belly on the Water, people are receiving it very well.
Mm-hmm.
I've read it to a lot of people. A lot of people have read it themselves, and the biggest critics, my children. They swore to me that they would give me their unbiased opinion. And
did they do it yet?
It was really helpful. What you say?
Did they do it yet? Did they give you the unbiased opinion?
They did, but not just about the story, right? But about the aspects that they could learn from. And I really saw growth in them as well as we had those, as it led into those conversations.
So the book is
I
working.
Wanted to read a story. Yes. Yeah. They thought I just wanted to read a story to them, but really I was opening the door to have those conversations and have, a 9 and an 11-year-old thinking about some very deep concepts that normally they wouldn't be able to discuss or think about. So, yeah.
So who's Wendy Reed?
Wendy Reed is the illustrator. She is someone that I hired off of Fiverr to do my illustrations.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you got like a little team going on.
Sure enough.
Is there part 2 coming about?
So have you ever heard of Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Not sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am working on another folktale. I haven't come up with a name yet, but I'm working on another folktale that kind of breaks down the hierarchy of needs so that families and kids can understand it and hopefully be more open and receptive to or not open and receptive, but I guess gentler with their children
Yeah.
and with one another when they realize that there's a need not being met.
Yes, yes.
So,
Now wait
yeah,
a minute, and you're
working on
doing
that
all
one
of this
now.
while you're doing all of this while you're still in the Army, right? You're an Army captain, a reserve captain, reservist.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah. So I'm still in the I'm in the Army Reserve, and I'm also in human resources. So I work human resources for a nonprofit, a mental health organization, actually. So yeah, so that's the things I got going on.
That's a nice shot right there.
Appreciate you, Doc. Appreciate
Yeah.
you. Yeah, that's on the front of an MRAP.
That's what it's called, an MRAC?
Yeah. MRAP.
MRAP.
Mind resistant anti something.
One of those things. It's against something.
Yeah, sure enough. Sure enough. Those doors.
Incoming artillery.
Yeah. 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 But man, the doors on that thing are like 500 pounds each.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But I've still seen them flipped upside down. So sure enough.
Yeah.
So,
you know. Well, listen, thank you for your service. Thank you for all you do.
It's my honor.
And thank you for sharing this book with us. I'm sure, people can learn a lot from it.
Me. Yeah, thank you for having me on the show.
You got it. Before you go, give us some information as to where we can get more information on you.
Hey, so absolutely. Thank you so much. My website is simple. It's just DeAngeloJelks.com, DeAngeloJelks.com. And you can find the book on my website on lulu.com, LULU.com, Amazon.com, or BarnesandNoble.com. So, yeah.
There you go. DeAngelo, not the artist, but the author and captain in the U.S. Army Reserve. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
That's right. Absolutely. Thanks, Doc. Have a good day.
Before you go, you want to give a shout out to some of your family members or friends?
Hey, I just want to tell all my family and all my friends, I love you. Hello. Again, Mom, happy Mother's Day. Kiddos, thank you for being my inspiration. Doc, thank you for having me on the show.
There you go. And you can wish your mother a happy Mother's Day all year round, because Mother's Day is not just one day. It's every day. Thank you, man. Thank you, DeAngelo.
Thanks.
Captain,
Doc.
I should say thank you, Captain. Thank you for your service, too. All right. We'll take a break. I've got more coming up next right here on Open.